All right, hello everybody. Acre is back. We have not forgotten about this division over at Argyle. I know it's been, oh man, probably close to 2 months at this point, but we are back and we are in business. Um, yeah, and honestly, from here on out, we have a race pretty much weekly, I think. So, for the rest of the season here, even if it's like a Sunday one calendar week and a Saturday the next calendar week, but um, we do or a Sunday one calendar week and a Saturday the next calendar week. But I mean, the 4th, the 14th, the 16th, the 26th, and then I think I have one a weekend from there. So, um, yeah, no, we're looking forward to it here. Like I said, we got practice and qualifying to start this. Um, Back with the Gen 6 cars back at Toronto. Dodge is the defending race winner here. We made some renovations to the track, which I will point out as we go. Um, you can exit either way out of here. I made that possible um, to do whatever. But that's turn 6. And this is the front straightaway right here. Yeah, there's your defending race winner here at Toronto. I don't know why I need my phone open. But this track, like I mentioned last year, is based off of um oh, I found it. Yeah, so this is one of the renovations. Because this is a difficult track, I asked them what they wanted for braking zones. They said that instead of a billboard that said a recommended speed, which would have been much easier for me, but you know what, whatever. I didn't get a chance to test the green, yellow, red down for turn, what's it called? Turn 5 and 6. That's how math works. The turn 2 transition there, because that's technically one corner, is now concrete. Obviously, the transition to dirt a little bit smoother than last year. Um, 2 videos, one practice, one quality vid, one race vid. But yeah, then obviously the dirt back straight away. The transitions are smoother. We have the choose cone, restart zones, and yeah, all that. But yeah, the main oh gosh, practice is acre extra. Race is normal acre. They'll be up tonight or tomorrow. Um, Practice acre normal for well, let me say that. You'll see them. Yeah, we had some invisible walls here, or somewhat invisible walls to, you know, anti-corner cut. Brandon has gone the wrong direction here. Is that oh, Don's is on the other side of the road here. I've had to stop like 8 times to answer questions here. I mean, I'd rather him do that in practice than not. Where's Dodge up and yep, there we go. Yep, that was always gonna happen. You get anti-wall ride damage, you can go down pit road to fix it. Base speed 205 for reference. Obviously no fuel or anything, but if you just want to fix your speed, you can go down pit road. And actually, I know a secret hack. I put a thing right here so you can just cut out of there and you can still keep your speed. You don't have to enter pit road. I think as long as you get to about there, you should be good. That's just a hack I know. Anyway, Dodge, first lap, 140.2. Obviously, this is going to be a bad lap for me because I was explaining stuff, and it's probably going to be a 4 or 5 minute lap, but you know. But yeah, we're back here in Canada, back at Toronto. A lot of these tracks are based off of when I was pushing my little diecast around when I was younger. And this track, physically impossible now, actually, believe it or not. But yeah, no, this one around. Uh, the big couch we had in the living room. We had like a big couch, and then we had like a one person kind of, or maybe two people. It was like a really big sofa, like a really small sofa, but it wasn't like a one person chair thing. I don't know. Actually, it's right next to me, so you can fit about two people on there. Now that I think about it, with my current basement setup, it's actually right next to me. Um, yeah, you can fit about two people on there realistically. If you really wanted to, squeeze in all the homies, you can probably fit a third person on there. But, and of course, you always have the people who sit on the armrest, so that's a fourth, and then if you really want to pack them in like a clown car, you can, I don't know, have somebody sit on the back. You get the idea. You can probably fit more than two people if you really wanted to, because I completely messed up that corner. The test lap I got, don't hit that wall, dang it. Test lap I got was a 135 was my test lap, so we'll see how that, 135.4, I think. Ran in with a 143.8. Obviously, this is my first actual lap. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Anyway, yeah, this went around the main couch, and then there were kind of two entry points to the living room from that side. You could go to the left or the right of the couch. That's where the turn five or the turn two and turn five U-turns are. There we go, 136.9. That's where the turn five and turn two U-turns are. Turn one obviously is, so there's like this weird part, and Brandon goes flying out to the dirt. The wall there separating pit road from the track, there was a little, because the couch, I guess they pushed it backwards and it kind of pushed some carpet up and it made like a hill, so that's what that is. The drop from the concrete, for whatever reason, to the dirt here, it dropped off an even bigger cliff to to the wooden hallway. So this is Brandon. Oh, no, not that way. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. Oh. I'll reset server, borrow somebody else's car for now. Yeah, this is a wooden hallway, and obviously it was much wider than the narrow racing surface up there, so that's where we get the really wide dirt pit from. And yeah, so Dodge has left. I guess he's happy with his practice stuff here. It's kind of all right. Yeah, I don't think he's showing up, so that's fine. Dang, I got a really good turn four right there. Back onto the carpet, I guess, one way to put it, but it is concrete, but still, that's the track design lore, I guess. And yeah, Thunder gonna join. And that's a wall. Yeah, you don't want to hit that. So that's definitely not beating my best time because we had to stop there. Nope, still practicing, so you're good. What do you mean? What do you mean is that timed correct? Lap time? The timer is exact, I believe, yes. Let's see. Yeah, no, that lines up pretty accurate. Okay. I think he wanted to know if he has exactly 11 minutes. Anyway. Yeah, this is one of our more chaotic tracks we go to throughout the year. On par with Battle Creek, which is actually where this division goes next, I believe, after this. So, I mean, after we announced we're going back to real tracks, I shortened the schedule up because there were some tracks that were realistically only going to get one day ever. And I didn't want to rush just to get those tracks done. Maybe someday I'll build them and we'll have like an exhibition there or something. But I didn't want to rush and overly stress myself because I know the school year. I'm worried about the school year, but that's a different story. I wanted to, I didn't want to rush and add any more extra stress to just to get one race in, you know. So that's why schedule got shortened. Originally, I think I had kind of that idea, but I figured more tracks would stay around with the way we had it. I think I dropped like 5 to 7 races, and then after this, we dropped another. I mean, we went from 47 to I think 42 or 40 down to now 30 for the year for acres. So, um, I know that's a big cut in total, but I think it's it makes these races a little more special in this division, I guess too. So, it works both ways. Um, but yeah, I don't know if I want this track on the schedule next year. I'm still working on all the different schedules and like I want, what track where and what cuts am I willing to make. Because my original plan was like I wanted like the big tracks like Detroit and Battle Creek and all that to have like or Battle Creek or like Bonita Springs to have well, maybe not Bonita Springs. I think Bonita Springs would have been a 2 race one, but some of the big major tracks would have had like 3 dates across all 3 series. I don't think that's going to happen anymore um, with our aim of 60/40, but we'll see. I'm still trying to work it out. It might take even till like the 2028 season to fully figure it out, but we'll work on it and we'll get it down to science hopefully by the 2030s. Seems like a long way away. It really isn't. We're only about 3 years away from that, so I'm getting old. Anyway, at least it feels like I'm getting. It feels like a lot of time has passed in my lifetime. It's probably a better way to phrase that. And I'm not used to that yet, so I gotta. Like I gotta get used to the concept of my age being. Oh wow, that's a new track record for me with a 134.7. That is what you like to see. Anyway, I gotta get used to the idea that my age is considered like well, I mean I guess it depends on what you're talking about. Time is relative. Like a long time, kind of. So like that's like a long time for something. I'm not like yeah. Anyway, I gotta wrap my mind around that. But anyway. I had to turn 2, pretty good through there. It's the dirt is the difficult part. As Brandon up to second there, a 140. Good lap for Brandon. Um, but yeah, no, it's the dirt part that makes this track challenging. Obviously, this is, dirt here is basically a Backstretch Battles map. It's obviously not a full dirt track or anything. But yeah, it's the transition down to the dirt and then back onto the concrete. That's the difficult part of the racetrack. Turn 4 is definitely where you sort out the boys from men, I guess, because it is that's definitely the most difficult part of the racetrack. Um, Other than that, it's pretty similar to a normal road course. Honestly, turn 1 and turn 6, honestly, almost drive more like a street course just with how narrow it is. Like this corner right here, like you're aiming for this narrow stretch of road right there. You can maybe fit 2 cars through. So if you get a teammate with you, you can definitely coordinate and just block off the front straightaway. Make sure nobody can get by you. Is that an improvement? Yes, it is a 134.1. That's another new track record as far as I'm aware. So we will take that. We are putting down some good laps. We're about 6 seconds faster than anybody else at the moment. And I am feeling good about the race car. This is a track I want to win at just because of the lore of how the track was created. This is like I just imagine actually controlling the car, driving around the couch, which I didn't put it there, but I was imagining the couch as like some rich like hotel and casino thing. And, well, not then, but now I am. But back then I was like, oh, we're just going around the couch. Now I'm like, okay, the couch would probably be like a hotel and casino. And there they would be overlooking the track, so you can have everybody get your gambling and whatnot. Um, but yeah, no, that's I didn't put it in because lag. That would be really laggy if I did that, I think. But you know, good corner there. I was a little bit light on the brakes there into turn 5, but it is what it is. I might have overcooked this corner. Nope, we're good. I like how the 2 corners I was worried about for the braking zones are actually probably the best braking zone. reference points on the whole track. No, but let's see. Is that another? No, that's not improvement. Dang it. But yeah, it's 22 laps. Stages are, I believe, 7, 7, and 8. I want to say, yeah, it's 7, 7, and 8 for a 22 lap race here, which would be 22 times 3, 66. I think 77 miles roughly. Oh, now I want to figure this out. Do not calculate and drive unless you have a passenger to calculate for you, or you have voice command and you can say, "Hey Siri, calculate this." So then it can say, "I cannot give you the answer while you're driving," even though it's voice activating. You're just listening to it. I don't understand that, but you know what? Whatever. Right on the money, 77. All right, let's go. That is why they let me take calculus this year. I mean, probably. I don't know. No improvement from Brandon. We got, like I said, we got about 6 seconds on him, or well, 5.9, but it might as well be 6. Yeah. Oh, we completely messed up. Nearly rolled the thing. I'm able to get it straightened out here. Yeah, next Argyle race is going to be Otter at Bonita Springs. That will be August 3rd. So, expect the video up, same day, maybe the day after, as we completely lock it up into turn 6 right here. This is definitely not an improvement. And then I think we have a race a day every week there. And I think we have Battle Creek for Acre, so this division, on the 4th. And then on the 5th, we go to the Bonita Springs Oval for the first time. New track there. So we'll see how that works out. But yeah, no, that's next week, and yeah, I mean, I think we pretty much for the rest of the summer. I think it's just kind of I think we have a double header with Isra with the Racing Guy Raceway. But other than that, I think it's pretty much just 3 races a week for the rest of the summer, and then the normal, 1 race per division on the weekends and during the school year. So it's kind of how we plan on having this roll. We might end up having the weekday races just because that's easier for me when I can record here on the computer, but we'll see. I'm not 100% sure how that's going to work out, and I don't know if I'm going to have to, like I said, I'm worried about the school year. I don't know if I'm going to have to completely stop the league. I hope not, but wouldn't surprise me if we do. Yeah, we'll see. Even if I wouldn't let that happen, even if it's just cut it down to Isra, and I'd give, if we have to cut it down to 1 division, it'd be Isra style races, and I would just give it the Acre name again, because that's kind of our main division name. Anyway, we got 1, maybe 2 more laps. Actually, probably closer to 2 more laps, as long as we don't absolutely wreck it or something. To try to improve even more. Holy cow, that was a flying lap. A 1:33.2. That is yet again a new track record. You love to see it. We now have almost 7 seconds on 2nd place right now. Even if we absolutely choking in the race, this is a dominating qualifying performance right here. Which I will say, that's almost not good, because if you're going to be on the pole here, that means you are going to be the first to get ran over in every single corner. So unless there's a long green flag run, which this is I have a feeling this track's like last year is going to be very caution filled, is a terrible thing. You want to be in dead last and then just be able to let everybody wreck themselves and they can just scoot on by. That would probably be ideal. Thunder's going to have time for a 1 lap. He said he needs practice. He has 1 lap. That's going to be interesting here. Brakes, get on the brakes. Mess it up. Ah, that's a wall. That's probably some anti-wall ride damage. Let's see. Yep. And that's anti-wall ride damage too. That's what I get for trying to cut the course. Yeah, I don't think we're improving on our time then, but I mean, yeah, dude, that's true. We're losing a mile an hour, and this track has a lot of really long straightaways too, so that very easily could be a quicker time. I mean, you could probably say the same for Brandon, but still. All right, so we got time for 1 lap. Thunder might be able to get out there, get a lap in. I have a feeling we're going to be the last one to get going here. Alright, well, never mind. No, double tap all the buttons, reset character. Alright, well, it's not going to be a flying lap, and Thunder doesn't even get a practice lap in anymore, but you know what? It's fine. And, I mean, honestly, just getting the reps here is probably just better than... Well, I don't know if it's better than a flying lap, because then you get the rhythm of the track, but... You know, I think still just getting the practice, especially for turn 4, is going to be a good thing. But yeah, no, I don't know if being first is necessarily a good thing, because then, you know, you get the draft, everybody gets the draft, and then it becomes a problem, because they're going to get a run on you, and... I mean, honestly, the straightaways are long enough. You know, the front straightaway is narrow enough, you can probably block them off. The back stretch is long enough, you can probably get them back. But, you know, it's still just, I don't know if being on pole is great, especially for turn 4. Like, if somebody misses the breaking point there, you just go bowling, okay? We might as well name turn 4 Go Bowling at the Glen, because that's what's going to end up happening. But we go around turn 6 and end the practice session. We'll also be aware. Well, practice is over. Practice qualifying is over. Brandon's there. Thunder's not even going to get out on track in time. And there we go. That's going to do it for the video, guys. If you want to see more, leave a like, subscribe to all that stuff. See you guys next one. Goodbye.